Hi YouTube, my name is Leah and I'm sitting in my home in Massachusetts watching a flock of wild turkeys, and I've been wanting to share my story for a while, and I thought I would come to you when I was all healed from my chronic illness journey, very triumphant, and tell you there was hope, and there is, but I'm not all the way there yet, and I don't know if I ever will be. I hope so. And I wanted to tell you all about my journey. I got sick when I was 24 and with Lyme, and we didn't know it at the time, but probably mold and a whole host of other things, and was really, really sick into my late 30s for many, many years. Things got dark. I was in a wheelchair, bedridden, neck brace, thinking about end of life, all the things. And then we moved up into the country and into a mold-free house. And I finally had space and time. And I started doing the Gupta program, a brain retraining program, one of many good ones. And my whole world changed. Everything opened up. And I started healing. And it was amazing and is amazing. And that was 3 years ago. And I thought by now I would be all the way healed. But I'm not. And what I want to say about that is when I'm in my truest self, it doesn't actually matter. The function of life I have now is amazing. It's beyond what I ever dreamed I could have in my sickest days. I swim, I go for walks, I spend time with friends and my partner and family, but most of all, I found a meditation practice, I found faith in the universe, I found mindfulness and trust in each day. And 5 years ago, I would have hated hearing someone talk about all this because it felt so far out of reach. And the only thing that mattered to me was being healthy and joining society again and being a productive member of society again. Because that's where I thought my worth was and the worth of a life. And we don't place worth on joy and humanity and connection. And that's what I've found. And that's what's made my life so worth living, even though I still have all these limitations and still need to reach out for help and still can't contribute the way I want or feel like I should. What I'm trying to say is if you've been living with chronic illness, the value of your life and where you fit in society, it can feel so painful and you can feel so valueless. And it sounds so corny and cliche, but it's the inner journey, the self-love journey, the self-discovery journey. That is what makes your life whole and worth living, not how much function you completely gain back to make everything perfect. I'm going this weekend to a ceremony, a First Nations ceremony, a thing I've never done before. I just got prolotherapy in my knee and my hip, and I'm limping around and can barely walk. I thought I would be much further along in the healing process, and a couple years ago I wouldn't have gone. I would have just hid and felt shame and guilt. And instead I'm gonna go. My parents are gonna have to drive me and drop me off. I'm gonna have to rely on strangers to help me. And it's gonna be great. And that's the capacity and the resilience that I've come to value more than how heavy a backpack can I carry for how many miles.